Did y'all come up with the list of how much time Kawaki would do in jail, bro?
I actually do have a list of charges for him. Y'all know I don't like Kawaki, so of course I was going to participate.
Bro, you said I already got a list of charges.
I do have a list of charges for him, and I also have a list of charges I'm willing to drop, but charges that are sticking on my butt.
Willing to drop is crazy. All right, bet. So let's talk about it. So I want to give all credit for this idea to Naruto Explain. He dropped a video and it popped up in my recommends. Well, he did a premiere on it. It was like, how much time will Kawaki go into jail? I hit up Bara, hit up Black. I was like, yo, y'all should come up with some charges for Kawaki, and we're going to see how much time Kawaki gets.
Charges?
Yeah, bro. We're going to trump up charges.
For the crimes
so far?
Bro, see, Bara doesn't read the group chat, bro. He don't read the group chat at all. Oh, yeah, now we're going to be talking to Bara now, bro. He's saying he's a defense lawyer. We're talking about defense lawyer Bara now, bro. I forgot.
What is the hell?
Shit,
I'm just a regular anime
with a defense lawyer.
I'm a regular anime viewing pedestrian looking at the situation in a clear, concise, unbiased way. All due respect, I present the crimes, and I'll tell you if he should be
murdered. Okay, I was about to say
he got probably count that as self-defense because he attacked him first. But it's Boro. And then you got Boruto.
Stop it! Don't worry, not. Y'all about to charge him?
Oh, and we got a Shiki. We got a Shiki too, but I mean, you can count that as.
You know what? Look, all right, this is what I got him
for. Y'all about to charge him for killing people who are committing treason? What are we doing here?
I got him for attempted murder. This man tried to kill Boruto. I got him for aggravated assault. He almost attacked a little kid.
Wait a minute. We gotta go one by one.
Okay, he didn't attempted murder. He attempted
him trying to kill Boruto himself said to do it. Like
after he sealed this man's parents, he tried to kill Boruto. That's attempted murder.
All right, that's a different scenario.
If Boruto fights back, that means he doesn't want to die. He fought back.
Boruto said verbatim, "If I turn to Momoshiki again, you can kill me." That's what he said.
Did Boruto fight back? Yes or no?
Yeah, he fought back. Okay. What would you expect him to do?
Secondly, did Kawaki admit to attempting to kill him in that instance?
Yes.
No? Okay, there we go. There we have it. Now, I'm not counting the times where they agreed. I'm saying it's an attempt of murder right before our eyes, Bart.
But they did agree upon that.
They did, but I'm saying at that moment, the agreement was already long past.
Nah.
He attempted to murder him.
Freaking, you be the judge right here. Boruto says, if I turn to Momoshiki again, you could kill me. And then he turns to Momoshiki again. Now, don't be wrong. Of course,
I mean,
no. He turns. So yes, he said.
If we're talking about the court of law, if we're talking about American standards, that's what we're going off of right now.
We're talking about the court of gangster.
No, we're trumping up charges on him, bro. We prosecutors at this point, bro. You pigs right now. So
Bar is right because even after he turned to Momoshiki, he killed him, bro. That's true, but. After Boruto died, it's like he didn't turn. He sensed Momoshiki.
Yo, Black Lucia, you can write me a letter and write out to the fucking cops right now saying that I gave Free Game the permission to murder me, and if I go and I murder you, I promise you, I'm still going to jail.
Yeah, you're going. Yeah, exactly. So, but I'll give you this, Bara: attempted murder, aggravated assault, murder, and genocide are the charges I'm willing to drop. But definition of character. Conspiracy, resisting arrest, and human trafficking. They're sticking.
Whoa, damn.
Wait a second. What?
He said,
I'm not getting past the first attempt to murder. Wait a second. Wait a second. The first attempt
human trafficking.
The first attempt to murder. I get where Black Lucia coming from, where he said the agreement was from before. My point is that agreement is like a forever contract agreement. Like he can't just call it off. He can't call off the hit just because now I feel like
I'm willing to give you each one if you can give me a rightful art. So I will accept that because I said attempted murder was one of the charges I'm willing to drop. But
I can't drop assault. I can't drop murder, bro.
Aggravated assault for who?
When they were in the village, he almost attacked the little kid with a full-blown mutated arm. Naruto had to stop him. Was that not aggravation and assault?
Well, he didn't touch him. He didn't touch him.
Who?
Well, that's beyond the point. He didn't touch him. There was no assault there.
It could be meant to cause bodily harm. Commit to the attempt to commit bodily harm with a dangerous weapon. That's a charge.
That can fall. Yep. So I'm willing to drop it though. I'll give you that. I'm dropping murder. If I'm dropping attempted murder, I'm gonna drop his murder charge. He only killed Boruto and Garo, and Garo had it coming.
He only killed Boruto and Garo. That's crazy, bro. I'm telling you, that murder charge is sticking.
Boruto is well alive. Boruto is well alive, bro. I don't know what y'all doing with my.
Okay. It has to be attempted murder. Yeah. You're right. It has to be. My bad.
It was a consensual attempted murder.
It doesn't matter.
It does,
bro. There's no such thing as a consensual murder. What? There's no such thing.
In the ninja world, it does.
No, bro. We're talking about American law. We're dropping this down to American standards right now. We're talking about the ninja world. Like Kawaki is committing these atrocities in here in America in 2025.
How much time did Kakashi get for assassinating Rin?
What, bro?
She jumped in front of his Chidori.
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, there you go. He answered the question.
If he got a good lawyer,
wait. He still killed her.
He can beat that case with a good lawyer.
Yeah, you can beat that case for sure.
How's he beating that case with a good lawyer?
That's like if somebody run in front of your car and you hit him.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna go to court. You're probably gonna go to jail that day, but you're probably gonna get to jail.
Who were the witnesses?
There's a terminology for accidental deaths. There's a terminology for that.
Yeah.
Depending on all of the evidence provided and the witnesses at the stand. But even for
the witness.
Who was the witnesses? Obito. Who were the Obito? Or did Obito testify?
He has to. He has to, bro.
What about
Village?
He's genocide. He threatened to kill all Otsutsuki.
We're not talking about Obito right now. We're talking about Kawaki, bro. I don't care if two people consent. If I tell you right now, Bar, I give you permission to shoot me in the head, and you shoot me in the head, bro, I promise you're going to jail. Even if you shoot me in the head and I survive and I'm completely fine afterwards, you're at least going to jail for attempted murder. The cops want to tell you should be glad that he didn't die, because you will be getting a murder charge right now. That's exactly what they'll tell you.
You can't compare Donald Trump's America to Minato's Hidden Leaf Village. You can't.
Bro,
They're two completely different scenarios.
Okay,
right now,
so
in the Hidden Leaf Village, murder might literally be legal.
In this scenario right now, bro, that we are concocting, we're putting it in American standards 2025. Even Donald Trump's America.
Even in Shikamaru's
Hidden Leaf Village.
How do you argue? How do you argue defamation of character and human trafficking?
Yeah, how do you argue?
Because murder and attempted murder, aggravated assault, we could go back and forth. But
I had defamation of character on mine too.
What's the defamation of character?
Bro, he made
everybody. Boruto and he sullied the man's name.
Well, first things first. He didn't necessarily frame Boruto and sully his name. He's framing himself and selling his own name, because if hypothetically omnipotence gets reversed, they're all thinking about Kawaki. They're thinking Boruto is Kawaki. So technically, Kawaki is selling his own name. He lied on himself.
Look, this is why I'm saying Bar is a defense attorney, bro.
And I had to look this up.
We're talking about facts here. Like,
if we went into court, if y'all was both lawyers, if Black Uchiha was the prosecutor and Bar was the defense attorney, you like defamation of character. How do you argue that? Bar gonna hit him right back. Well, I'm like,
it's a fact. Because everyone thinks Boruto is Kawaki, so Kawaki's literally selling his own name. That's defamation of his own character, and that's not a law.
If you want to go into technicalities, you can say that if everybody was calling, if everybody was calling Boruto Kawaki, essentially, like that. But no, they're calling him Boruto, so it's still his name that's being sullied.
Yeah,
defamation of his character, regardless of if they think it's Kawaki. Now, if they were still switch places, but for some reason they called Kawaki Boruto and they called Boruto Kawaki, then I would be like, okay, it's a little tricky. But you can't argue that. You can't argue that.
We've already seen that material things don't really mean anything in regards to omnipotence. Like, people are literally seeing baby pictures of the actual Boruto and thinking that's Kawaki.
Okay, you know what? I'll give you that, because you're actually coming up with legit points. Okay, what about conspiracy?
Hold on. Let me give one. Let me give one.
How are we about to argue?
Hold on. Let me give one for Bar to argue. Identity theft. How do you argue
identity theft? Again, bro, we just talked about it.
Somebody's identity, bro.
He's not stealing anyone's identity. They think Boruto is Kawaki. Like, that's his own identity he's running with.
Bro, all right. So identity theft is you using a false identity and portraying that character. So if I go into a motherfucking dealership with somebody else's ID, with somebody else's name on my ID and my face on it, and I present a social security card, I am presenting identity theft. Even if they think I am that person.
I'm pretty sure his ID said Kawaki.
It probably says Boruto Uzumaki, bro.
Crazy.
I don't know. Identity theft, bro. He stole. Everybody believes that he is Boruto.
This is crazy.
He is Lord Seven's son. Do they not believe he's Lord Seven's son?
So you telling me if I walk in my same ID that say Robert, if I walk in and all of a sudden everybody else think I'm another Robert, and then all of a sudden I gotta go down for identity theft, no, they just think I'm somebody else.
No. Hold on. You have to knowingly, dude. I'm talking about he knowingly committed identity theft. If you go into a bank and they accidentally give you money because they think that you're another Robert, that's on the bank's fault. That's not your fault at all. You just presented the transaction. Like you didn't go there and intentionally commit some type of fraud. But the Kawaki intentionally switched it. Well, I can't say he. Damn,
he didn't intentionally do it.
Did he ask? Ada to do it? Yeah, I think he did. Didn't he provoke Ada into doing it?
Nah,
bro.
It just happened.
I think he grabbed onto her too, which would be groping.
What? We tried anything. We just tried anything. When the truth don't work, they start telling lies, bro. I tell you.
Hold on. Did I have one more charge? Hold on. Let me see if I got another. You got another one, Black? Hold on. You said conspiracy. My bad. Yeah, Black said conspiracy. Conspiracy for what, though?
And resisting arrest.
Resisting arrest. What are we talking about here now?
I had fleeing and eluding. That was right there. Like resisting arrest.
From who?
From the village when he
got
arrested.
When he got caught?
Yeah, because they all believe Kawaki murdered Lord Seventh, right? And it was all chasing Kawaki until the omnipotence thing happened. Correct? He was fleeing and eluding. He was running away from the law, bro.
In my personal opinion, he was resisting Momoshiki.
Nah, there's no resisting Momoshiki, bro. He was running away. That's fleeing and eluding.
He fought against an Otsuka member and felt like he needs to take flight. I'm sorry. Like if that's a crazy thing to assume, I guess you gotta take him down for resisting arrest. But I mean, if we talk about resisting arrest, I mean, what was that? A few days of community service? Maybe he got split with a couple of leaves in the Hidden Leaf Village. What's the problem?
Sasuke and Shikamaru literally had that man in our world what would be at gunpoint, and they told him to stop. And what happened with Naruto? What's going on? And he resisted, and he was like, either kill me or we're going to continue fighting. That he gave them an ultimatum. That's resisting arrest. Conspiracy. Naruto is essentially the head of this village. So if you're the head of this government, and then you also haven't answered for human trafficking, so you human traffic the head of the village and the first lady. And then
the head of the village and the first lady? Excuse me, what?
Not the Hokage and Hinata, the head of the village and the first lady. Yeah.
Yeah, human trafficking.
Anyway. They're in a different dimension, Bar. That's not their home. They've been trafficked as humans. So you human traffic these humans. That automatically falls onto human trafficking and conspiracy, because not only are they humans, but this the head of the village. So you conspire to have the head's son killed in your place because of your projection. Mind you, regardless of if it's right or wrong, it's still a conspire. It's conspired to be done in a way where Boruto is dead, and then once that is done, Naruto will come back. That's a conspiracy.
Well. First things first. Let's get step by step. It wasn't human trafficking. Human trafficking, it depends on if someone. It depends on if
taking somebody from one place to another without their.
Let me read the actual definition. It says the unlawful act of transporting or coercing people in order to benefit from their work or service. Kawaki isn't benefiting from any work or service. In fact, they're not doing anything.
He is benefiting because Naruto is not in his way to tell him stop doing what he's doing.
But again, that's not necessarily benefiting from his work. That's benefiting from his lack of work. That's not a part of human trafficking.
Hold on.
If it's not human trafficking, he's at least participating in kidnapping, bro. He kidnapped them, but he took them from one place.
What are we talking about here?
It doesn't matter if you're a kid or not. Kidnapping is a broad term. It doesn't just mean you're just taking a kid. Kidnapping is just taking somebody against their will. So it would be human trafficking as well, because he placed Naruto and Hinata in a different dimension.
But
And hold up. If we're trumping this up to real world charges, Naruto is considered a government official. He is considered a government official. So kidnapping a federal official, mandatory minimum is 20 years.
Human trafficking.
Well, how do we
by
know
Oxford, it says the unlawful act of transporting or coercing people in order to benefit from their work or service, typically in the form of forced labor or sexual exploitation. Okay, so excluding the part of benefiting from their work, because obviously he's not having Naruto or Hinata work for him inside of the dimension, but he unlawfully transported or coerced, whichever word you want to use, from one point to another.
But that's not human trafficking.
That is human trafficking.
Those humans.
Just because you can place two words together doesn't make it the terminology.
It's like, come on. And even then, what about the conspiracy? What about the genocide? Like,
what conspiracy? What conspiracy?
To kill the Hokage's son.
There you go.
Wait a second.
Wait a second. It's even better because we got omnipotence. You can argue. It can be argued back and forth between how omnipotence was casted. But the entire fact of saying, oh, Naruto is dead and he died at Boruto's hands, understanding your situation, you are
understanding that everyone thinks that Boruto is Kawaki.
So you're conspiring to complete a task under normal circumstances. This task will not be completed. So you must conspire in order for it to be completed.
No, he's telling the truth. Everyone thinks that Boruto is Kawaki.
How did Boruto kill Naruto? Is that the truth?
Everyone thinks Boruto is Kawaki. Who's to blame for the seventh Hokage's disappearance?
But no. Even disappearance would have been a different matter. He said Naruto is dead by Boruto's hands. So where is the truth in that sentence?
Well, okay. I mean, you can't necessarily charge someone for lying. I guess that would be a lie.
Kidnapping a government official and human trafficking them. I'll give you.
He didn't human traffic anyone.
I'll give you human trafficking. Kidnap.
We
Did
can't
he not kidnap them? Did he kidnap them?
Can't just say because he trafficked the human is human trafficking. That's not how it goes.
Okay, but did he kidnap them? Yes or no?
Well,
did he kidnap them?
Define yes kidnapping.
Okay, let me go back to Oxford real quick.
Okay, he's gonna go back to Oxford. I'm using ChatGPT. He's in the
kidnapping definition: the action of abducting someone and holding them captive.
Yep, he's definitely doing that, keeping them captive in another dimension against their will.
Do we know that Naruto didn't want to go to that other dimension?
Yes, we did, bro. He was holding his hand out.
Wait a second. Did he say that?
Don't do that, bro. Don't do that.
Don't do what?
Okay, so if you want to do that,
If you want to
do that,
don't ask questions. Don't find out the truth. I'm sorry.
Naruto's last words before he was sealed was, "If you think," somewhere along the lines, I'm paraphrasing because I know it's going to be meticulous people in the chat, but along the lines of, "If you think I'm going to let you do that,"
this is hearsay, Judge. This is hearsay.
Your Honor, I
where is it?
Cap.
Where is it? This is in Boruto chapter. What chapter?
What chapter did they get sealed? What chapter did they get sealed? Naruto literally said, "If you think I'm going to allow that to happen, you must be crazy." Along the lines, Your Honor, mind you, I'm paraphrasing here, and also, Your Honor, may I add that Hinata, once having some suspicion of what Kawaki was about to do, she slapped the brakes off.
Chapter
of his
77.
Did she not slap him? Free game. Am I correct?
Yep.
She slapped him. Okay, so Hinata slapped him because she knew what he was alluding to, aka in this case, killing Boruto. So she slapped him, and Naruto stood up and got into a defensive position, and obviously chose words of resistance against Kawaki in the terms of, "If you think I'm going to allow this to happen, ... because, Your Honor, I do not understand or remember precisely what Naruto said after that." But how does this allude to Naruto wanting or even not even showing any signs of wanting or not wanting to be taken? I'm pretty sure he wanted to see the last 3 years of his children's lives. I rest my case.
I'm sorry. I gotta go back to see exactly what the situation
I'm there.
was.
You want me to pull it up?
All I'm hearing right now is just straight up hearsay.
I got
think
you.
Went down. What I feel
Your Honor,
just
I
happened.
present
What
this
the
evidence
vibes
here.
were.
I present
Exhibit
I
A.
don't know what the hell that's Exhibit A. There you go. Yep. What is it? Nothing. I'm just have blah blah blah. We can skip all that. Since they're all stubborn problem children. Sorry to be a pain, Kawaki. How'd you? The lookouts are incompetent as usual, which is true. No lies told, because they rely solely on detecting chakra. This should be obvious, but don't tell anyone I'm here. What about
Exhibit
your
B.
mission? Take a seat. I want to talk to you. It'll be dinner time when Hima gets home. Why don't you stay and eat too? Just sit down. It won't take long. See, Naruto don't know what's going on.
Exhibit C. He didn't even care about Himawari. Come on. Keep on going.
I know I say this a lot, but I'm grateful to you truly. This again, stop it. It's getting creepy. You changed me from it's getting creepy. So Naruto's worried.
Obviously,
he don't know if he's going to take his draw or not. Exactly. You changed me from a bastard who is just a vessel. I was walking corpse into corpse. You had no reason to live.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You exaggerate. You were plenty fine from the start, if you ask me. A kind-hearted person who was willing to sacrifice oneself to protect others, just as you did with Himawari and me. You enabled me to do so by awakening this version of me that I did not know exist. I would do anything to protect you, even die without hesitation. Yes, that's kind of odd. My world revolves around you.
Weirdo.
Really odd again. To an extent
literally
that
evidence that Naruto wouldn't do anything.
Yeah, hold on. But this world we live in is full of crap, and generally good people like you are those who die first. So long as gigantic pieces of crap like the Osusuki are running muck, it's a ninja. It's the job of the ninja to dispose of such bastards, right? No,
there's a rebuttal, Your Honor, from Naruto.
Die earlier. That's the extent of it. I don't get what you're saying. Naruto's getting angry. I only know what's now. I've gained these powers, but what comes of taking Wait, hold on. That's what comes of taking on Osusuki. My bad, I can't read right now. Whether a ninja or not, you have no choice except to be killed. I really
Naruto is literally not saying anything against.
Can we pause here, Your Honor?
Hold on.
Hinata right there at this moment, Your Honor. Hinata realizes where Kawaki is going because Naruto grew up as a character that it took a little longer for him to get to the point. He doesn't understand what Kawaki is trying to say right now. Hinata right there, her face tells you she understands what he's saying. Basically, I'm about to go off your son.
So now we're saying the alleged victim is stupid, like judge or would judge.
Yes, he is kind of.
May we continue to the end, Your Honor?
Yes, kind of. I will destroy the Osusuki, every last one, using their own powers to root them all out. Another conspiracy to commit murder. Every last one, I can hear. You hear the proper.
Opposed.
Hold on. I came here to follow proper procedure because I shouldn't do this without telling you. Wait, Kawaki, are you saying? Do you know what my first thought was when I found out Boruto wasn't alive? So he just admitted to committing attempted murder.
And he not
I failed to take him down.
It was assisted suicide. That's what it was. It was assisted
suicide. That's crazy.
Forced quit. My bad.
I even felt a sort of guilt over having messed up. It actually surprised me, but this time I swear that's crazy to tell somebody in front of their face.
Look, boom, get slapped.
He's a victim. My defendant is a victim in this whole scenario. We're literally watching assault happen. I hope the jury is seeing this. This is crazy. This is absurd.
That is his adopted mother, Your Honor. She has the right to discipline when she feels he is out of pocket, and he was out.
Is that who we are? Child abuse is now acceptable just because you birthed them? Is that where
Your
we are?
Honor, have we?
I know you're making. I know damn well you'll be making mama put belt to ass a couple times, bro.
I'm about to say, Your Honor, have you never had belt put to ass as a child?
That is an insane justification for child abuse,
bro. No, Bar is Jamaican. His mother is Jamaican, but he got belt put to ass coming up. I know, and you would not say your mom abused you as a child.
It's crazy.
But yeah, no decent human being would think that way. My blah blah blah. Only a crazy person could kill their own brother. Don't misunderstand. I'm totally calm and thinking straight. So he's totally calm, thinking straight. Not under no drugs, under no psychosis. I've already reached a conclusion that
seems like the only one in this scenario.
And because you guys won't ever be able to carry it out, I'll do it, even if it means you'll hate me to death for it. And then Kawaki, I won't let you. So you'll end up killing me before you get to Boruto. Can you still do it?
Oh, Your Honor,
Then,
pause. Who said that, Your Honor, before they were forcibly taken away against their will?
Well, wait a second. What did Naruto say?
What did Naruto say, Your Honor?
I won't let you, so you'll end up killing me before you get to Boruto. Can you still do it?
I like to hear that. All right. Okay, go ahead. Bro.
Again, Boruto. It's true.
So he's saying, essentially, I'm not going to let you do whatever you're planning to do, Kawaki. So I'm going to be in your way.
First things first. My point is he's not against the overall plan of killing Otsutsuki members. He's against killing Boruto. That's my point. But nowhere here does Naruto say, I don't want to go to the other dimension. Nowhere here does Naruto say that. And again, the whole point of kidnapping is taking
somebody grab you and
where does it
so
say
somebody
that?
if you're having a conversation with somebody there, if you're having a conversation with somebody and then you throw them in a car and take them without them consenting just because they didn't say, oh no, I didn't want to go in the car with you, that's not kidnapping.
Well, I'm pretty sure they have time to not to establish that they don't consent.
So you think
Naruto
I would say this arm reaching out here.
So did Naruto give his consent to go to this dimension, Bara?
He does not look like he's giving consent right there in this picture.
Did he give his consent to this?
It didn't look like it was without his consent. It looked like he didn't say anything. It looked like he understood the plan.
Okay, so what does consent mean? Let's see. Let's go back to Oxford real quick.
Oxford's crazy, bro.
Definition.
Are you really looking through are you really looking through a fucking encyclopedia?
No, this is real definition.
Consent.
The real definition you should be looking up is kidnap because this doesn't fit.
I just had the kidnapping. All right, so here, real quick, kidnapping.
Not human trafficking though. Human trafficking has been dropped.
The kidnapping is the action of abducting someone and holding them captive. Now, consent, permission for something to happen or agreement to do something. Now, where was the permission or agreement shown in any regard? I'll even take body language for Naruto to be sent to a separate dimension for the next 3 years and miss the growth of his children.
It also says unlawful taking or restraint, use of force, threat or deception, movement or concealment of the person, even a few feet can count, no consent from the victim.
And it says holding them captive. Now let's ask Oxford, what does captive mean?
I didn't see any force in what Kawaki did.
But what I would give him, he would get second degree kidnapping.
I didn't see any force.
Kidnapping. A person who has been taken prisoner,
no injury or ransom, but
or
still forced
an animal that has been confined. So, are they not like in a space, confined within a space against their will? Can they move on their own free accord right now, Bara?
Well, technically, they can't do anything because time isn't flowing. If they wanted to move, that would mean, if they want to do anything, that would mean time is flowing. And if that means time is flowing, then of course they could move.
So they have no ability.
They're being restrained. Yeah.
No, they can move, but that would just mean that time is flowing.
I just asked ChatGPT. It says, I asked, is Kawaki putting Naruto in another dimension considered kidnapping? It says absolutely. And in the real world legal terms, yes, Kawaki putting Naruto in a dimension would consider kidnapping and possibly even more. So let's break it down.
There's no consent here.
They want to break it down.
All right, so we got my guy on kidnapping. All right, so if y'all want to say that, so we got him on kidnapping, and that's pretty much it. Just
defamation of character and resistance.
Again, it's not defamation of character. He's defaming his own character. We went over that.
Defamation of character. He told the world.
He's defaming his own character.
He told the world. He told the world that Boruto killed Naruto. That is defamation of Boruto's character because he's
talking about himself.
But he's falsely accused Boruto. Even if he's talking, when people see Boruto, they're going up to Boruto as the killer of Naruto.
But they still view Boruto as Kawaki. So again, he's talking about himself.
It's still a defamation of Boruto's character. Because who's living through the results? Boruto?
Oh, for how long? We're talking about 3 years.
But right now, it's been Boruto. It's been what's the verb version of that word? He defended his character for the last 3 years.
What is it called again? So the alternative would be for Kawaki to say, nah, I'm the son of Boruto. The son of Naruto was the person who actually killed Naruto. Like, I'm the person who did this. That's the alternative. You want him to do that?
The alternative is to not say Naruto is dead and not kill him or not send him away.
Again,
okay, look, hold up. ChatGPT just said right now. about when Boruto asked Kawaki to kill him, and he tried but didn't succeed with charges that real world legal breakdown. Number 1, attempted murder. Yes, still a crime. Even if Boruto asked for it, and even if the motive was to protect others, you cannot legally consent to being killed in most countries. Kawaki intended to kill, took action, and failed. That's the legal definition of attempted murder. Penalty 10 to 25 years of life, depending on the state or country.
Okay, but we agree that this isn't the real world.
Aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
Orochimaru literally killed the Hokage.
No, but we're going by real world standards.
Orochimaru would
I already established.
We're not charging Orochimaru right now.
We
got some pending charges on Orochimaru, bro. That's going to be presented next podcast. We got some charges pending. There's no superseding indictment on Orochimaru right now. We're talking about the Kawaki indictment.
Exactly.
I don't believe it should be charged in the real world. Like
the government, the state of Konoha versus Kawaki.
Murder in the Hidden Leaf Village is nowhere closely compared to murder in the actual real world. Like it's completely.
But we're using real world crimes to charge this man, so we have to find the balance.
I'm sorry, it got to be crimes in context of the Hidden Leaf.
And plus,
we can't just say jaywalking and all of a sudden we arresting Kawaki.
It's crazy. It's crazy because you can't even just simply subduing Naruto and Hinata in another dimension. Like that's egregious. That's a crime. That's a crime right there.
We still haven't.
Naruto, there's no.
We already got kidnapping is for sure.
There's no one in their right mind who would
I'll concede kidnapping.
Agree in that situation and what's happening. If that was the case, Kawaki would have been like, "Hey, by the way, I'm sending you guys over to the Daikoku 10th dimension." Hinata would have been like, "Yeah, let me go get my bags real quick." No.
All right. So his only charge that we can get stick is kidnapping.
Nope.
A government official. It's like kidnapping the president. That's still life.
Yeah, that's like 10 to 20. No, it's 10 to 20 years.
I still reject the fact that he kidnapped him because Naruto didn't necessarily realize that any time has passed yet.
Bro, Naruto
knew what was about to happen, and Naruto literally said, "I'm not gonna let that."
Naruto has moved probably like in Naruto's mind, probably like 0.3 seconds has elapsed. But so in his mind, he hasn't been kidnapped.
That's about perception. No, that's about perception versus reality. In the reality,
and I argue perception is more. I'd argue perception.
In reality, now from Naruto's case, but in reality, the world that he was governing has been absent of his presence for the last 3 years. That's the reality, and as a result of that, Kawaki's actions, we see the things that have been occurring. Now, I'm not even going to tag along charges that could stick. So we're just gonna ride with the kidnapping a government official and conspiracy because like those are you can't drop those charges. You can't,
bro. Like I
could roll with them charges. I could roll with them charges and try to get the minimum. If we just saying he's going down for kidnapping, I'll agree. He just going down for kidnapping.
No.
We'll discuss it.
We've been using ChatGPT. If we can use ChatGPT to figure out if 100 humans can beat a goddamn gorilla, then we can trump up some charges for Kawaki on what he did, bro. We got attempted murder,
but I'm saying
victim Boruto.
I'm saying murder.
Hold on. Let's go through these charges real quick.
Completely different in Ninja World than in real life. We can't compare.
No, bro. We were trumping up real world charges. So look at the title: Kawaki's potential real world, not Ninja World charges, real world charges. So we got attempted murder.
But that just invalidates the ChatGPT.
Attempted murder,
kidnapping, unlawful imprisonment.
Thank you, of a government official. False imprisonment, abuse of power.
I don't know how he get that one though. Kawaki acted outside of the law, took justice.
He's doing the things he's doing because he can. That's abuse of power.
In the village. Yeah, destruction of property, endangerment. Kawaki has caused multiple large-scale chakra-based destruction.
These
bro,
it's a
channel that does that.
He's sending Naruto away because he has the power to do so. Like he would have never made any of these actions prior to getting his Karma Seal re-unlocked. Everybody was saying like Kawaki is now so strong that we have to keep him happy and make sure Naruto is safe. That's the only way we keep him in check. And Kawaki abused his power by sending Naruto away and then taking advantage of the result of what Ada's omnipotence casted by blaming the death of Naruto, even though he never died, on Boruto and actively having the world hunt this man down. That's abuse of power.
Welcome to the ninja world where abuse of power is running rampant. I'm sorry. Like the abuse of power in the ninja world has been occurring since.
See, we're not going to point fingers.
It's like it's not. He keep on saying the ninja world. It's like it's not computing with him that we're trumping up real world charges.
No, again, my thing is we can't trump up charges for a ninja in the real world court systems.
It's not sure we can. If
like,
a ninja came
Minato would be down for life
another country. Yeah,
Minato would be getting charged if it was like the hidden Cloud Village who was running the criminal system, but we arguing on the side in the defense.
But no,
we are Konoha ninjas right now. I know this is the Cloud.
Even my point. This is even better. If he was being charged by the hidden Cloud Ninja or being charged by the state or the United States, where do you think Minato's getting more years?
Wait, say that again.
If Minato is getting charged by the court,
no, he's going to be. If
the hidden cloud is going to sentence him to death. What are you talking about, bro? He's getting more time with the hidden cloud. That's
the thing. Okay. Also, you have to take into account
hypothetically they can't charge death because the United States would likely do the same.
That's the thing. You're talking about the things that Minato did in war. He didn't commit no war crimes. Everything that he did was on the battlefield in active war. So you can't say, oh, he killed some, like they're in war between two. If that was the case, a lot of our veterans would be walking around.
He put a lot of bodies out on just flat out missions, not just war. He
missions, Cold War. That's the same thing. If he's on a mission, he's on his job.
He's on a job. Real life.
Now, who gave Kawaki the job?
So wait a second.
Who gave Kawaki the mission?
He's in the government appointed job.
And what real world court is going to hold up? He was allowed to murder 16 different clans simply because
it happens
in a real world where it's like fighting is the main job. If fighting is their main job, we have to take that as
no. I mean, no. Even if you take it on a United States government standpoint, the United States government has hired killers that they send out to kill people. Yeah, exactly, and they don't get charged with murder for going out to.
Now, if that same hired killer was on a Tuesday at a Frappuccino spot and saw somebody, he said, "Hey, popped him," and that's a murder. Now, that's with Kawaki, he was not hired.
I'm pretty sure Minato racked up plenty of bodies outside of missions.
Now we're going. Now that's assuming. That's assuming. Yeah, we know what Kawaki did, and we know what Minato did.
Let's do a quick search. Minato's bodies. Let's do a quick search.
He killed 1,000. We know he killed 1,000. Was it some?
This is what I'm saying. We can't possibly say all of those 1,000 were inside of war. Like
they were. It was literally on the battlefield. They were all on the battlefield.
Stop it.
They were all on the battle. They were ready. I ain't gonna say they were prepared to die that day, but they knew they was fighting for their village, and it was a possibility he wasn't gonna be fighting long. But they were on a mission, bro. And if not Minato killing them, they would have killed Minato and his team. Now, Kawaki has not been given a mission, a job, or a goal aside from his own self affirmations to do any of the things he's been doing. He's been acting solely off of vibes, bro. He's been like, yeah, this is what I feel like doing.
But that's the ninja world, and that's why I say you can't compare the two. There's people that's
he would be.
But I'm saying within this world, he's not getting no missions to do these things. He's acting purely off of vibes. Like if Minato was out vibing and he just killed 1,000 shinobi, I'm like, oh yeah, he's wrong for that.
Mitsuki went rogue, left the Hidden Leaf Village, and killed multiple people, and didn't serve a day in jail.
He didn't. First of all, he didn't kill them. He didn't kill them.
I got maybe I got to rewatch that arc.
He could definitely do some time, but ain't nothing bigger than like probation for that. Like he ran away. At that point, it's just like a runaway case, bro.
Yeah, he ran away and actively fought against the Hidden Leaf Village.
He ran away and actively shut down a coup d'etat in a separate village, bro. That mind you, and they will also have to at that point. Right now, all of these villages are acting as a UN, so they are all under one agreement, right? And it's being ultimately led and headed by the Hokage and the Hidden Leaf. So it's like he's fighting essentially still for his village.
All right, so we know for a fact Sarda caught a body on that mission. Why didn't Sarda serve any jail time? In IRL, she's serving jail time.
Who did she kill?
I'm pretty sure she killed that redheaded what's it called the other Negro.
Even though the keyword that you said on her mission. So
right.
No, it wasn't a mission. No, she literally left the Hidden Leaf Village without the consent of the Hokage. Like they went rogue.
And then, but also the people who she killed, were they not conspiring? Were they not conspiring against the Hidden Stone?
Against Hidden Stone, that's none of our business. That's not even our jurisdiction.
If they're all under the same UN agreement, the 5 Great Nations Treaty.
Wait a second. What UN agreement?
Essentially, like because we got to be technical.
Now we just
they are like the United Nations right now, though. That's
like, they all agree. They have an agreement.
Even if that's the case, that's not the job of a rogue ninja. That's not the job of. Imagine if she killed someone that she wasn't supposed to kill.
Okay,
now she's starting an international.
So now we're just
you know what she would get now
because
you know what she would get though. Hold
on.
I'm
saying I got you. These are the standards of the ninja world. Where the ninja world is not the same thing as the regular world. We can't
like she got that charge. You gave her that charge, right? She gets it. Naruto would just motherfucking what do they call when the president gets people out of jail? He pardons it, yeah, because she did something in that benefited.
But it's like even like we're using real world terminology, but it's the fact that the act is being committed. Like Kawaki, like at the end of the day, let's just take it all into like Boruto, because the world is reacting to Boruto because of the actions that Kawaki are making. Yes, we could agree on that, right?
I guess so. I mean, you could say the same thing for
Boruto
everybody.
So Boruto is treated as a traitor, and he had a kill on sight order. Mm-hmm. It's like I'm trying to send the man to jail, like in terms of Kawaki. Now, this is why I say it's defamation of character, because even though it's Kawaki that's doing all of this, but they're trying to kill him on sight. Man, they gave him the chair execution, and we're just trying to give him years, and you're arguing against that. So even in the ninja world that you're saying are lives,
if you're saying
in the ninja world, the things that Kawaki are doing are considered the death penalty.
Yeah, because remember Sasuke, bro. They got him for trying to kill the 5 Kage, and he didn't even get to kill them.
But the thing is, they're going on a false rumor that he killed the Hokage. The Hokage is not dead.
Oh, now it's a false rumor, but before it was.
It is. I never said it wasn't true. I never said it was a true rumor. That wasn't my position. My position is he's defaming himself.
Okay, all right, I'll give you that. But even if we go past that, like I said, they're still looking at it as like a death penalty as a result.
Because they don't know the truth of the situation.
So even if they find out that it's actually Kawaki, it goes from killing Boruto to killing Kawaki.
No, if they find out the full truth of the situation, I doubt he'll still have like.
Okay, so if they find out that I lied, haha, the Hokage is actually alive. I just hid him away from you guys for the last 3 years and ruined all your lives, and also permanently changed your memories. I might be able to change it back. They're like, oh, it's cool as long as the Hokage is not dead.
He didn't do anything about their memories. That wasn't him.
Okay, that's true. That wasn't him. But even now, even then. When Shikamaru learned the truth, for the split instance, he was aware to the truth of omnipotence. What did he say to Boruto? If I was you, I would kill Kawaki and get this all over with. Because nobody thinks Kawaki deserves like any. These charges ain't. Honestly, all of the charges are sticking. If we're being honest, none of them are valuable enough to drop. But like,
except for human trafficking, that one.
Human trafficking, that one. But like, even then, like. The defamation of character, the conspiracy is just there.
I don't know if those are sticking. I think is definitely sticking. You have a valid case with kidnapping. Everything else is highly questionable.
No, bro. Attempted murder is there, bro. I even proved it to you. That it doesn't matter if, bro. I just sat ChatGPT, and ChatGPT said that. No, it's not, bro. He said chat. There's no such thing.
It is.
Oh my God,
said himself. Boruto and sober mind.
Getting Tariq St. Patrick out of jail for sure, my guy.
Boruto and sober mind said, if this happens, then do B, or if A happens, then do B.
It doesn't
you can't
matter,
say,
bro.
oh, A's not. That was a long time ago. So if A happens again, you can't do B. No, in sober mind, you told me this in confidence. That's like saying, if I get drunk tonight, wait a second. If I say, if I get drunk tonight, please take my car keys. And then later on tonight, I get drunk and I say, no, that was just before. You can't take my car keys now.
But that same day scenario, he killed him. They went
even if
look right here. Hold on.
They even got a whole nother mission.
Let me just kill him.
Live in this house, bro.
Let me follow. Even if it's 2 weeks after I told you, bro, if at this function tonight, if I get too drunk, take my car keys. If you see me getting too drunk 2 weeks from now, you still do the same thing. Am I fried?
That's true.
Look. You cannot legally consent to being killed.
Again, in real world, no. In ninja world, yes. That's a fact. They can.
I mean, if you put it in ninja text, then yeah, okay, cool. Probably not even then. They can probably still charge you. Konoha probably was like, "Nah, you bullshitting.
Nah, bro. In my book, Kawaki is he. I'm not going to be a mean guy and say he got the death penalty, even though the whole entire ninja world wants it. Well, he's going to jail for life, bro. He's done. He probably probation for life, but like he's done, bro. It's over.
Judge, this is conjecture. I heard no evidence off of that.
Judge, this is actually like insane to me, Your Honor, because he's just flat out
full on conjecture. We've given up on presenting evidence. We're just giving what we think is about to happen.
Judge, bro, even all right, hold on, Bart. Let's give you assist, or what did you say it was called?
Assisted suicide.
Assisted S, because that word is going to get fucking flagged by YouTube like crazy. If done legally, charge manslaughter or even second degree M, sentence 5 to 25 years, depending on the 10 state law method. So you still going away for a long time
in real life court, but we're talking ninja world.
No, I'm talking about like real life.
If I see a charge that's sustainable or that should stand up with like kidnapping, I'll say it. What this? Nah, partners. We could discuss the charging or sentencing on kidnapping case, but after that, like, I don't know.
I don't know, bro. If we're going by the jury, the jury states that yes. Well, that's the charge for human trafficking and kidnapping. Hold up. I did it. A M1 too.
Yeah, I'm charging.
Oh yeah, attempted M, bro. Yeah, the jury says M. Yes, 100%. So if we're going by the jury, then he gets attempted murder and also
crazy
and aggravated assault. Remember when he yoked? I think you mentioned free game. He yoked up Ada. That's aggravated assault.
I said he groped her.
Oh well,
we have to stop.
I wasn't even trying to say that, but yeah, that part. He yoked her up though. That's aggravated assault. Trying
to do to my client.
Resisting arrest, conspiracy. Like, bro, the only thing I'm dropping for real is genocide because he ain't off no Otsutsuki.
So, at all, not one.
And attempted genocide is not a thing. So like, I might even feel bad for him at this point. But yeah, like
we might take some time off just for him to be yapping the whole
everything
time.
Else is sticking, bro. Attempted murder, aggravated assault, murder, defamation, conspiracy, resisting arrest, human trafficking. This boy is like a bad person.
Man,
according to the charges.
I'm going against a corrupt lawyer, the judge trying to be Tony Busby, but this is a
Tony Busby is crazy.
I think, Your Honor, I think there's actually conspiracy even going on behind those doors right before our very eyes. I don't know what's going on the defendant's side, Your Honor, but they are conspiring something.
This is nuts.
Yeah, we also got to charge the lawyer as well.
Hey, we could talk about the sentencing for kidnapping, but after that, bro, again, he's trying to attempt. It was assisted S. You feel me? There's no defamation. He's defaming his own name. Like, come on, we get Boogie with the kidnapping charge. What's that? A solid 2 years probation. What's the problem?
A government official? I don't know, bro.
It's a government official, bro.
You could run up to Trump and knock out his food. I think you might even get a year or two. Knock his food out his hand. That's not even an actual charge. Imagine kidnapping a government official. That's you're gone. For 3 years.
Standard kidnapping. Hold on. Standard kidnapping of a government official, no injury, ransom, or crossing borders, 20 years to life. And he crossed the border because he crossed a whole dimension.
Niggas in a different dimension, bro.
Yeah. So it's crossing state international lines automatically becomes a federal crime. He's facing 25 years to life easily. So just off of that one charge, you're never going to see your boy again.
All we gotta do is unseal Naruto and gaslight him into thinking he fell asleep for too long.
Your Honor, you heard it here first. You heard it here first. Is that not tampering with evidence? Is that tampering with evidence?
How is that tampering with evidence?
How did his lawyer admit to the crime on the stand? That's crazy.
They're talking about we can just say this.
We can just say this.
Your Honor. I rest my case.
It's a fact. If the judge literally sees Naruto. And Naruto is saying verbatim,
bro, you trying to make a man think he did not miss 3 years of his life?
I do not recall being kidnapped. What are we gonna say?
No. I mean, his last memory would be him being taken away into another dimension. So I think
who was the last person you saw Naruto?
No. His last memory was a conversation.
It would be Kawaki. He saw Kawaki activate that Jojutsu. He was reaching out into the sky,
He was reaching out, bro.
He was reaching out, bro.
And then when we ask him, how long were you kidnapped for? And he says 3 seconds. What's gonna be the case after that?
I mean, if you're
the case after that is that
official, even if it's 3 seconds, if you kidnap a government official, no matter how long it happened, it doesn't matter.
Like, Your Honor, this occurred in 2022. That's psychological trauma and damage because you're talking about some 3 seconds, brother. It's been 3 years.
Again,
reality versus perception.
So Kawaki goes down for kidnapping a government official for what? Let's say 15 years, or not even 15. Let's say 15 years. Naruto gets reinstated as Hokage, and he pardons Kawaki in 3 weeks.
Nah, he not pardoning.
Nah. That's the one thing I will.
He's part. We know for a fact he's part.
Yeah, he's gonna pardon him because he's a soft ass.
Fuck Naruto, bro. Fuck Naruto, bro. You're right.
he said fuck Naruto. He's out right.
He would pardon that man. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's why he need to die before he gets. But it's not possible. Man, it's whatever.
He still had me Kasha Koji. We still.
As a prosecutor, Black would have been motherfucking pissed off.
Nigga, as soon as they be like,
I just prosecuted this nigga and he get out and pardon his ass. What the fuck?
I'm like, what? What do you mean?
Now the president pardoned him. He kidnapped him.
Like, what, bro?
Yeah, now all of a sudden, Kawaki's trying to find Black Uchiha.
I'd be like, hey, look, bro, I'm doing this for the love of the game, bro. I tried to put you behind the bars for the love of the game, not for the paycheck.
It was not. It was business. It wasn't personal, brother.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, bro just said the opposite.
He said I was like, it's straight for the love of the game. Kawaki come looking. I'm gonna be like, hey, gang, look. At that point, I'm gonna use my check from the case to hire Boruto and Sarada, walking bodyguards, 24/7.
Yep. Yeah.